Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today we're driving into Bath. I've got to have my sunglasses on because I'm late quite considerably. It's not my day today so far. Woke up normal time and I had a really productive morning. I rendered out my video, got it transferred to my hard drive so I could upload it from campus because I don't get home until like essentially after it's due to go live. So I'm going to upload it over my lunch. Had breakfast, started sorting out my bag for uni, and it was I realised that I don't have my Surface charger, and I think I left it in the lab when I left the lab on Tuesday. So I'm heading back now to try and find, well obviously I'm going to campus anyway, but I'm going to head directly there to try and find it, to see if it's still there, see if it's been handed in or whatever. There's so much mist as well over there, by the way. It's incredible, you can't even see that, but you know, my windscreen's filthy. But like I say, it's really cold. Speaking of it being really cold, I came out to de-ice my car, and I couldn't get into it because the doors had frozen shut. Because it had rained the other day, and that rain had just frozen the doors shut. I had to go via the boot. I had to open the boot, take the parcel shelf off, and climb in, and then open it from the inside, because obviously you can like hold the lever and then push the door instead of pulling it via the lever, which I feel like could break. So that was exciting. Anyway, drive up the road, and I'm now late. It's like 7:15. By that time I'm leaving Bristol, not leaving home. And then I realised that I haven't got something I said I was going to take for Laura to the post office. So I'm like, well, I may as well turn around. I'm already late. Head back, turn around on myself. I hadn't even gone very far. I immediately got stuck in traffic, because the traffic where we live, like going down into town, I go away from town, gets really, really bad, really, really quick. And I was like, well, it's only 7:15. Surely it's not that bad, right? No, it was horrendous. So I had to then crawl back to go and pick up this package for Laura. And now we're heading on out. So because of that, I now have to drive into the sunset, the sunrise, and it's so high up that it's just blinding. And to make it worse, my glasses were dirty because they'd all misted up, so I had to clean them. It's not fun. I'm not having the best of days. But we are, well, it's 8 o'clock and I'm about to enter Bath area, not Bath City Centre just yet. Hopefully I can find my Surface charger. If not, then I'm going to have to go and buy one in Currys, I imagine. It's probably the only place I can pick one up in Bath. So it's annoying, but we'll see. I need a Surface. I need my Surface, especially today, because I'm in from 9 till bloody 6. So I need my Surface. It's 8 o'clock now. It looks like I'm not going to be able to do my morning time box in the library. That's what I'm sacrificing to do this. Now I'm getting stuck in all the traffic that I try and avoid. No. Advantage to get into Bath before 8 o'clock in the morning is there's no traffic in the morning. Any time after 8 there's traffic, although I do think there's roadworks up here which aren't helping things. But are there roadworks? I don't know, I can't actually see any, so maybe not. Maybe Google lied to me. I'll just Google Maps to see if I can figure out a faster way around. Not my day so far, but after this first lecture it's going to be bloody productive. Assuming I don't have to run off and buy a Surface charger halfway through the day. Finally made it to campus, ladies and gentlemen. I'm parked a little bit further away than normal, but otherwise all is good. I'm parking a lot further away than when I went there. I have to move it at lunchtime when I inevitably don't find my Surface charger and have to go and buy one. They cost an absolute fortune as well. They're like 80 quid or something ridiculous. And ladies and gentlemen, oh, yes. Oh god, that's a fucking relief. The only way is up now, ladies and gentlemen. Things can only get better. It's the song that was #1 when I was born. As soon as I was born, it went to #2 because it got better. It's generally a huge relief. It means I don't have to move my car midday to go and pick it up, to go pick up a charger when my laptop inevitably dies. Right, I'm going to go and sit in the lecture theatre because there isn't a lecture before ours, and there's no point setting up here for 25 minutes, so I may as well go and sit there and set up. Oh dear, God. What I'm going to cheekily blame for leaving my charger behind connects by like a maglog thing. It's like the MagSafe chargers for MacBooks. I think it was more or less stolen directly from that, to be honest. And it's designed so like if you pull it away or do something to it, like if you move the laptop in a way, or if someone walks into the charger just pops out and it won't send the laptop flying. which has genuinely happened to old laptops of mine. They've just gone flying if you pull the cable by mistake. I think I did that actually. Rendering a video for the main channel, and on it was our family's first laptop. And I stood up and the charger was across me and went, flew across the room and revved. It wasn't happy about that. Anyway, so what I must have done is knocked it out, and then when I picked it up to leave it, I wasn't stuck into it, and then forgot it because of that. Or I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. But no, I haven't lost anything in a long time. I used to lose things a lot, like a lot. Now I don't, I'm quite good. Touch wood. And first lecture long finished for the day. I'm now taking a chance while it's lunchtime, and in the middle of lectures. Like, in theory everyone's in lectures, so I'm going to walk around on campus while it's quieter than otherwise it is. Our lecture was interesting as per usual, doing about activity theory, and then we went to the lab with Freya, and I've been working out how to do multiple threads on my testing at the moment. It's quite a complicated process. The main difficulty comes in the fact that the build is sequential. I can't do more than one build at once because msbuild.exe complains, and it will throw an error on the second one. So I had to figure out a way of doing multi-threaded but making that sequential. So the problem is, not all of the compilers you might want to use will be that, which I mean, like a Java compiler might not be sequential, you might be able to do it in parallel. So I have a process controller that wants to hit a compiler controller several times, like it'll hit it 10 times at once for 10 threads. That thing it's going to hit it 10 singular times. The compiler controller then needs to figure out how to deal with that, essentially, and I was looking at maybe doing it asynchronously and trying to do this, and then I realised the best thing to do was inside the compiler section itself, so not the compiler controller. The compiler controller literally just goes build this one singular solution. So there's two methods on the compiler controller. It says build solutions, build several solutions, or build singular solution. If you build a singular solution, it literally just goes through and calls build solution on the compiler, and if you do build multiple solutions, it will spin up 10 threads and call it. So it's made 10 threads. The compiler itself has within it a queue which gets populated with build requests, and here's my card. The specific compiler knows whether or not it has to run sequentially or not, and then that's the thing that manages it. So that gets several requests to do builds, but the compiler only does one at a time and then returns them out one at a time as requested as well. So to implement a message queuing system that was hidden from everything else. So that was interesting. Now I've done that, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and post Laura's ASOS bag. Now, when I add the ability to do one, at the moment everything is like bulk test this list, because that's all I have to do so far. Now I'm going to add the functionality to do one at a time. I needed to control a way of making sure that not multiple of this was going on at once. So now when I add that to each and every single method on the controller, easy to do. It should all work. The only complicated thing I need to do is how to manage the threads I spin up in order to do that. So I obviously have like a 200 plus threads or mutations that I need to run. How do I manage reusing those threads instead of creating new ones all the time? All that kind of stuff. That's more or less what I'm going to go and do now. I'm going to re-implement and test the process without threads, and then I'm going to add in threads. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Depends how long it takes to test. Because in theory, the tests don't care whether it's in multi-threaded or not. So. Why is it when people see two doors like this, 3 people, I was coming in the other way, they're going this way, 3 people go through this door here, and you've got this one that's so much bigger? Why? Hit the wall, I can't do any more, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I think it's time for my standard just explore around the university every Thursday. 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock is a long time to sit staring with headphones on at your own laptop. I wanted to come to this room and see what it was like, because I remember it. This is University Hall Lecture Theatre, and it's where you first come as a fresher to like an induction on your first day, and they tell you not to light candles or invite friends around to your flat. Supposedly the biggest lecture theatre we have, apparently. I think East Building's slightly bigger though. I don't know, but I haven't been here since that day, because computer science is way too... Computer science would barely fit a couple of rows. We're only a small department, especially a small year as well, so... Where else can I walk that I can basically get in anywhere, because it's not too early or too late, but I wouldn't normally be able to go because it's late enough for it to be empty. Where can that be? Sunrise, or sunset even at this time. It's ever so pretty out and about. That lab has no windows in it, man. Let's go to 6 East. Never been there before, why not? What a strange building. This is so weird. Let's go upstairs. It is ever so strange, this building. I think it's one of the oldest. One they don't really use anymore by the looks of it, so... If there's ever been somewhere where I felt less like I'm supposed to be here, it's probably here. I think this is where like engineering is. So there's like workshops everywhere. I'm going back to the safety of 4 East. More normal. There's things like this, like what is this? What's in there? I want to know. I'll never be able to. Where else haven't I been that I can go and explore? And then finally, I will go and check to see what they've done with Lovelace. I remember Lovelace. Back in the day, that used to be our computer lab. I think it's a maker laboratory now, which I think means it's no longer computer science, which is odd considering it's called the Lovelace Lab. Still says Department of Computer Science. Oh dear. Definitely not supposed to be there. No, once I graduate, I'd love to see a log of all of the rooms that my card has tried to access but wasn't allowed. Because it's tried to access a lot of rooms at a lot of weird times. That is off limits. Like, well, it says lab closely, you open it, there's fucking chemistry equipment in there. Jesus. In that scenario, you do close the door and you run. Christ. Still got another hour, man. Just not doing work. What are we doing? Oh dear. I'm so bored. That's the problem. I'm bored. You know what? There was basically no point going to that lab. It was like 10 minutes long, and for fuck's sake, I've stayed on campus for like 8 hours, and then it's just 10 minutes long, and we've already gone through everything. God damn it. But that's life, ladies and gentlemen. It was going over a problem sheet that we were doing for, I can't give you any more space, because I wanted to go left there, but I couldn't do it. Bus, slow down. For Christ on a bike, you could, Jesus. Christ. To say like he's got to be careful how much space he has to come around the corner. He bloody flew round. Anyway. No cars coming that way, are there? Not that I can see. No, let's go. But yeah, so the lab was going over the problem sheet. I haven't done the problem sheet yet, so I've got the advantage of like getting basically hints on the problem sheet. But the answers are going to come out tomorrow anyway, so it's not really that fucking useful. But that's life, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you hang around on campus all day for a lab that is just shit. I'm indicating left to make sure you know I'm not coming your way, because you can go, mate. You are more than clear to go. So that's that. Otherwise, I'm driving back now. It's 10 to 6. I normally leave at like 6:15, so I'm going to get back a little bit earlier than normal today, which is good. I'm not really planning on doing much more work because, well, I might sit and plan a bit better on a whiteboard how I'm going to manage this next process, because I've got like multiple threads and stuff and it is semi-complicated. I need to make sure that I do a decent job of it, basically, and make sure that I've got my threads running. I did a test run with multiple threads and one of the threads stopped working, and I want to know why, and I obviously don't want to embed too much code around the threads working how they are before I know that. But anyway, so yeah, today it hasn't really been the problem is, yesterday I had an initial test run, running the whole thing single threaded. Obviously, to start building multiple threads, I had to destroy it and start again. So it feels like just a huge step back. But what I've done is do the message queuing for the builder, which is bloody useful as hell. And yeah, it's just a case of, it feels like I haven't really done much with my day. Otherwise as well, I feel like I'm gonna have to break into my emergency Lindt chocolate, which we went shopping the other day, and they were doing like tasting samples. You know when they do samples of Lindt chocolate, of different things? They had Lindt chocolates, so obviously I'm gonna have one. And they did two different types, the strawberry and cream one, and the normal one, which is like my favourite. I saved it in my pocket ever since, because I just had the strawberry and cream one, and then that was it. And I was saving it for a day, for like an emergency, you know? Like an emergency, I need chocolate. Do I feel like I need it now? I feel like it'd help, but I feel like I don't need it. You see, the thing is as well, Laura bought me a pack of these Lindt chocolate things, and they're really nice. Like, I really like them. They're lovely. But the problem is, there's only like 4 of them in the pack, because you got like this little tiny little box, because it was like £1 or something, and that's a really good deal actually for what it is. And I don't want to waste them. I don't want to waste them. So I feel like this one here, which is a free 5th one that I got for free, I don't want to open. I don't want to use it. I don't want to waste it on a scenario where I don't need it. Is that weird? It probably is weird. I'm kind of just rambling at this point, to be honest with you, because I don't want to lean and stop the camera while I'm moving. But yeah, so today feels like it hasn't really been all that productive, but it kind of has been. So there's that. We're going back the weird way. I do a quick Google every time I leave campus to try and figure out what the fastest way is. I don't do it in the morning, because usually in the morning I am leaving so early that the traffic either A, doesn't matter, or B, I know what the traffic's like, and it won't be a problem for me. I should really check it. I go far enough for it to be worth checking every day, I think. Because if a road is, and the roads I go on are busy enough for a single problem to really screw me over. Anyway, I can stop now. Home. Bedtime. Not much has been done, ladies and gentlemen. Came back, had some stir fry, had Graham out for a bit. Although, actually, Graham, being an absolute tramp, as she is, she ran around with the ball loads, got her out at the end, and then she's just like running in my hands, and then she just stops, like curls up into a little ball, and flings, like, bites some poo sticking out a bum, flings it out onto my, I catch it on my other hand. Does that like 4 times. Fucking tramp. So, anyway, cool. That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, we have another programming day. It's going to be fun. Thanks for watching. Oh, also my daily vlog. For some reason, half of it, yesterday, had no sound, so I had to re-upload it. Awkward. But yeah, I'm going to go to bed. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I will catch you later.